Insomnia here, back with the Team Graveborn. On our faction accounts, we are on 25-48. We have a lot going on in these accounts, between the furniture summons, between the magician's hat, also between our regular summons, and we did have the new hero drop. Daimon is out on the servers, so if you haven't picked him up, a lot of people are saying that he is super broken right now, so I'm hoping that we could pull 1 or 2 copies of him to go ahead and try to get him up a little bit, try to use him a little bit. As you know, right now we're building Torn. We do have him at a +20 signature item right now. We bought a little bit of bag space. We've been running out of bag space. As you can see, I took the accounts to 150 in the bag space. We have 17,000 diamonds. Plus we have, like I was saying, a lot going on with the accounts themselves. So overall, we'll use our hero EXP, 19,500 arcane scrolls. So we'll go ahead and use those as well. In these accounts, we're going for red chests, which we should be able to finish out Thorin's signature item at this point with our red chest. As you can see, we have 354 amplifying emblems, 442 primordial, only 6 red chests at this point. So let's go ahead and get into our summons first. We have 3 stones, which double mauler, not too good on the stones, but we'll go ahead and use these as well. That way we have a lot more rare heroes. Like I was saying earlier, we did make a lot more room in the bags to try to get some summons. So here, let's go ahead and hit up the temple, get rid of some of the rare cards we have here. We have 12 faction scrolls, 23 regular scrolls, 225 in companion, and 17,000 diamonds. For the Stargazer, we don't have any cards yet, but I want to go ahead and use all of our cards in the Magician's Hat first, just because this will probably give us more summoning scrolls is what I'm thinking. We are hoping for red chests. Red chests are what we want to pull out of the hat. Got a little bit of Twisted Essence there and a couple more primordial emblems. All right, let's see. Summon number 2 out of the hat. 5 red chests. That's exactly what we want. Red chests at this point of the game, same with the Twisted Essence, very vital to progression. They are what is really going to push progression. There is 5 more. That's 10 free red chests that we pulled out of this that we didn't have to use our cards for. 5 more. Look at that. 15 and some scrolls, regular scrolls and some faction scrolls. Very nice. 15 red chests already. We are having really good luck here. Look at that. Amplifying and primordial emblems. 1 more summon here, and then we'll go ahead and pull up some red chests. We got 2 more scrolls and a regular scroll, so very, very nice there. We'll go ahead and do our exchange. We could pick up a hero, which we could get a copy of Torn, but overall red chests are so hard to come by. Look at that, 80 more red chests, which is awesome, so we can continue and finish out. We can finish out Thorin at this point, and then push into a new hero that we're taking to the +30. So we picked up a couple more scrolls there. Let's go ahead and do our summons. We did drop Daimon into the wish list, which, look at that, a double for the Graveborn. Baden and Oden, very, very cool. We got 1 card on the table, and we did put Daimon right into the wish list, hoping we can pull, like I said, 2 copies of him would be ideal, just for the fact that we want to unlock him and we want to be able to use him. There's another copy of Isolde. We have 200, so we have 2 full companion summons here, which are only 3 rare cards. The rates on these are not as good, so anytime we pull an elite with those, very, very nice. We already used our desired hero, which we went for Torn. Didn't pull, I think we might have pulled 1 copy of him. And there's our first elite, which is a copy of Baden, a 2nd copy of Baden. We're getting pretty close to having him up, or having enough copies essentially to build him if we wanted to. Same with Shamira, same with a couple other heroes that we have just gotten lucky with a lot of copies of. There's another elite. It is a copy of Kaz. A lot of people have said she is a hero that they're putting right in the fodder tier. Other players say that they do use her a lot. So we might not get too lucky here on our summons. But the bags are full. We have Cad, there's Baden, there's another copy of Isolde. And a lot more fodder there. I've seen a double copy of Elite Naru. Got 2 more summons here. There's another one. Hopefully we can unlock him. It is Sophia. So I'm thinking no luck today on the new hero. Well, not on the Graveborn account at least. A lot more emblems there. Let's go ahead and check out the barracks. We do have enough for 1 stone. All right, so let's go ahead. We're using our emblems as well as our gold. This account has always been gold short. Same with the Hero Essence and the Hero EXP. We have 101 chests there, but we're running out as we continue to level up our heroes. So even there, we got another copy of Naru. All right, so here, like I said, we have 3 copies of Baden, we have 3 copies of Isolde, we have our double copies of Shamira, which we already have her at Legendary Plus. So as far as food for the Graveborn account, I know we have 5 5-star heroes, which is amazing. The only account of the factions that have the 5-star heroes. But I think at this point, we're just going to have to sit tight. I don't want to use any of the Ascended heroes because as we've seen before, they do have a tendency to rework a lot of the heroes. So we're going to go ahead and just stick with the heroes that we have. Let's do some summons in the Oaken Inn, and we're going to make sure that in the workshop, we drop our new hero in there, which I just did. Even though we don't have him, the chances of getting furniture on these accounts are very, very rare. We're going to save our cards. But we do have 18,000, so we're going to have a couple good summons here. And there was like the orangish tint, so shouldn't be any red rare ones. A lot of people said, see how it just flashed red right there? That means we'll get a red piece here, which is Thorin. So I'm not sure if we already have a copy of Thorin's furniture. A little bit more mythic furniture there. Or a little bit more legendary, excuse me. There's another red tint, which there's another piece. Damien's furniture. Again, we're going to build him. He is a hero that I definitely want to focus on. When we start using the desired heroes, we're going to continue to build him. We're going to save the red cards that we have here. But just out of general, we can go for the casters because we do have Isolde with our legendary furniture. The red card, we're going to go ahead and save at this point. And as you can see, we don't have very much furniture here for our heroes really at all. Isabella is our primary damage, so we'll go ahead and stock her room and look at that. From 2 pieces, ton of attack, defense, haste, crit, everything across the board for her. Same with some of our tanks. We've been using Oden, we've been using Grez. So we'll go ahead, we'll gear up Grez a little bit. Then we have been using Thorin. Even looking at him, he has 1 piece which completely fills his room, adding a lot more haste, a lot more healing to him. And I'm not even sure what his 3-piece does. Enemies that are stunned by the ability Resurrection are drawn towards Thorin, which if you're looking at Thorin cheese, that is absolutely crazy, especially because we're going to have his plus 30 signature item here in a minute. So that would make the Thorin cheese that much better. I mean, that much stronger. If you can pull all the heroes just right into him, that way you don't have to kind of manually stack all of them up. So a little bit more life leech there for Nara. Oden, I believe, is already got the best furniture that he has. All right, so overall, that is the Graveborn team. Let's go ahead and add some levels. 268, this is where we keep running out of gold. As you can see, we have almost 100,000 dust on this account. So that brings us to 270. And again, we're going to run out of gold pretty soon. 271. And that's it. So a little bit short on gold on this account again as we continue progression. Gold always seems to be the barrier. We'll pick up a few more there. I believe another 30 stones there. Library is all set, so let's look at the heroes themselves. As I was saying, we are working on the Fallen King. We did get a piece of his gear, and now we do have him up to his plus 30 signature item. Thorin cannot be killed in battle for the first 2 times that he enters the focusing phase of his retaliation ability. So very, very powerful skill with his plus 30. So that gives us 3 heroes to plus 30 at this point. I believe we might be focusing on Odin here. Damage dealt is equal to 120%, which is not that big. I think I might just save some of my red chests till we decide who we're building at this point. We might focus a little bit more on Grez just to get him up, but with the addition of Daimon, Grez might take a back seat because Thorin, we already have his signature item completely built. So making sure that we're increasing his power overall. So we got a plus 30 here with our cast speed. As you can see, all tier 1 gear. We have some tier 1 gear here, and I know we do have, I believe, 2 reset scrolls. So hopefully we can pull a Graveborn piece. Very, very close, but we'll keep it at the light bearers. Fingers crossed we get a Graveborn piece, which unfortunately, no. Wilder. All right, so we'll keep our piece there. We have, I believe, some boots. I thought we got a couple Graveborn pieces. Yep, so there's our Graveborn piece. We do have the ability to take it up to the tier 1, maxing out Grez's armor. We're almost maxed out on Thorin's armor. Pharrell's armor, again, I've gotten really, really lucky looking at this overall at the factions, at kind of what we've gotten with the faction gear. Nara, not the best gear. Odin has 2 pieces, and then we do have some on Torn we were using. So Torn, I think we can actually, he might have better gear here. So still building gear. So 4 of the 5 heroes have really, really good gear already. As we continue to build them, red chests we're going to go ahead and save. When we do get a hero unlocked, as you can see here, we have amplifying and the emblems. We have more red chests, which is good. So that'll do it. 25-48. Let's go ahead and get into our campaign stages. So here we are on 25-48. Dealing with Athalia can be very, very difficult. We do pair her with Pharrell, that way hopefully he can dodge. There we got a good, even though he got hit, he didn't die. And he did get a fear off right at the very, very beginning, which if he would have dodged that, we could have actually had him live through this one, I hope, which this might be a defeat. It's looking pretty close. If we can get Athalia down, Naru's not super, super tough, but Athalia can be if she continues to ult. And there's another ult. Again, it's going to be very close with Grez. And Thorin still up. But remember, we do have Thorin with his plus 30 signature item. Which, boom, we got it. That was the tough boss stage last time. Let's look at the damage here. 4 million, both of the tanks outperforming everybody else because they were up for the majority of the battle. Brings us to the boss stage 25-52. We're hoping to finish out chapter 25 at this point. Nara grabs Pharrell in the back. Very, very easy kill. Picks up Lucius next, which not really ideal, but again, with the stuns and not allowing him to go ahead and shield, makes it a very easy boss stage. So when she picks up the tanks, a lot of times it's very tough, or a tank will have a tendency to kill Nara. As you can see here, 10 million, almost 11 million damage from Isabella. And I love how Lilith changed up the screen, so it does show us the specs on the trees as well. Nara in this one, we do have picking up Arden. This is kind of a tough call because between Arden and Tassie, 2 very tough targets and very, very CC heavy. But as you can see there, we got lucky. Nara picked up Athalia with a stun, even though Athalia knocked her back a little. We were able to get this one down very, very easy because we picked up Arden and we didn't get rooted. 7 million damage there, almost 2.5. Pharrell not doing too much damage again, dying fairly early. 25-60. This is our last stage in 25. Finally, we're going to pick up K-Sauce. I thought about picking up Sophia, but if you see, Sophia is the only one in the back. And I'm hoping with Thorin that he can build up a little bit of power to go ahead and take out Aziz, which we did take out Aziz right there, leaving just Sophia left. Boom, got it done. Chapter 25 is no longer. So this is, I believe, the 3rd team pushing into chapter 26 now as we continue progression awesome, awesome progression with the Graveborn. Even though we didn't get any copies of Daimon, that I would love to see and love to be able to use them. Hopefully next time we will. Next boss stage was just 26-4. Again, tough choice here between Nara picking up Sylvana or Nara picking up Arden. We go with Arden on this one. A lot of times, if you're running a team comp with this, with Thorin and Nara, Thorin puts the taint ability on a target, which Nara can pick up. A majority of the time, you can kill the target really, really fast between both of them and the combination of their damage that they're doing to a target. As you can see here, just ulted on Sylvana, leaving just Namora left, which is very easy to get down, especially when we have heroes up. And here, 7.79 and 5 million damage brings us to 26-8. Again, pushing through a lot of boss stages here. Nara again picks up Falks. This is where she is just absolutely perfect because she is limiting the CC that they're able to do. So Falks was to confine a hero, it would have been Isabella, nullifying her damage completely, but Nara picked her up to make it very, very easy. 7.6, or excuse me, picked him up, picked Falks up to keep the CC from happening. 26-12, really tough team here as well. We'll try Nara up front, possibly to get rid of Iran, but this is going to be a very, very tough team to beat. If we can get a Thorin Cheese, great. But as you can see how fast we died there, we might have to pick up Arden and let Iran pull in 3 of the heroes. But there is our first defeat on 26-12. Let's try to pick up, I'm thinking maybe Ira in the middle, or we'll go with Arden. Let's go with Arden on this one. So we picked up Arden, trying to keep the roots off of the heroes, but look at that. Everyone in the back line is already dead. Frella's already dead. Isabella's already dead. So just leaves the Thorin Cheese up, which not enough damage there to go ahead and get that one down. But again, we need Pharrell to dodge. There was his dodge, perfect to counter Athalia, but even though we got a Fear win down really, really easy there. Same with Grez. Didn't have time to go ahead and scale up his damage. Another defeat on this one. Maybe, unless we can cheese. Nope, not doing enough damage. A lot of people rely on the Thorin Cheese. I cannot get it down. Even removing his breastplate, which some people have said, make sure that you're removing the breastplate so his defense isn't so high. I even put attack artifacts on him to try to increase his damage. Still cannot get the Thorin Cheese down. I think Thorin Cheese just takes a lot of time to go ahead and get it down. Which we can swap in Odin on a couple battles, see how we can do. Again, trying to work on Arden, but Athalia-Iran combo is just destroying us in this lineup. All right, so let's see. I don't know. I think this one we probably just got to get lucky. But again, Grez is dying super fast. Pharrell is dying super fast. So to really counter, it is going to be tough. This is going to be a tough combination. All right, so that'll do it for the Graveborn team. We ran that chapter, or ran that campaign stage probably about 30-35 times. Even swapped in Odin for a couple of attempts. No luck, but collected up a lot of loot there. Finally into chapter 26 at this point. Couldn't get past that stage. 26-12, very, very tough. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Unfortunately, we didn't get any copies of Daimon, but we did build the team further. And as always, thank you guys for watching.